What if I told you that the wrong motherboard could quietly sabotage your entire PC build, bottlenecking your GPU, limiting your upgrades, and turning your dream setup into a nightmare? Sounds dramatic, right? But it's true. See, your motherboard isn't just another part, it's the command center. It decides what CPU you can use, how fast your memory runs, how many SSDs you can plug in, and even whether your games load in seconds or struggle for breath. But don't worry, because today we're cutting through the noise. We've handpicked the top 5 best gaming motherboards that deliver insane performance, smart future proofing, and real value for your money. No fluff, no hype. And trust me, number 1, it's so stacked, it makes some $1,000 boards look like overpriced toys. Let's get started. Number 5, MSI Mag Z790 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. Sometimes, the best choice isn't the flashiest, it's the one that just works flawlessly. If you're building an Intel-powered rig and want a motherboard that's powerful, reliable, and won't completely wreck your budget, the MSI Mag Z790 Tomahawk Wi-Fi might be your best friend. This board nails the essentials without overloading you with features you'll never use. It supports both DDR4 and DDR5 variants, so if you're upgrading from an older build, you can keep your RAM and upgrade everything else. Smart, right? Under the hood, it's packing a robust VRM setup that can easily handle an Intel i9139K. No thermal throttling, no voltage drama. You also get 2.5 gigabit LAN, built-in Wi-Fi 6E, and a stack of USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports for everything from fast file transfers to VR headsets. Storage-wise, you've got support for 4 NVMe M.2 drives, 7 SATA ports, and even Gen 4 SSDs for ultra-fast loading speeds. PCIe 5.0 support for GPUs is also on board, so you're good to go for the next generation of graphic cards. And it looks clean, matte black, stealthy design, no over-the-top RGB unless you want it. So if you want a board that balances power and price without sacrificing quality, this is it. But what if you're all in on AMD and want something ready for the future? Well, the next one is built for speed and built to last. Number 4, ASUS ROG Strix X670E Gaming, built for Ryzen, engineered for the future. If the MSI Tomahawk is all about balance, the ASUS ROG Strix X670E Gaming is all about dominance. This motherboard isn't just future-proof, it's future-hungry. Designed for AMD's Ryzen 7000 series, this board uses the new AM5 socket, which means it's ready for next-gen CPUs and supports DDR5 RAM and PCIe 5.0 across both GPU and storage. Translation, you're getting insane bandwidth and upgrade potential that'll keep your build relevant for years. But it's not just the specs, it's how ASUS puts everything together. You get an 18+2 power stage design, built to handle extreme overclocking with rock-solid stability. Want to push your CPU to the limit? This board says go for it. Every inch of the PCB is optimized. Dual PCIe 5.0 slots, armored and reinforced. 4 M.2 slots, most of which also support PCIe 5.0. Wi-Fi 6E 2.5G LAN, customizable RGB, premium audio hardware, debug LED. This thing is stacked. And let's talk looks. Matte black, layered heat sinks, and just the right splash of RGB to give your case that stealth fighter aesthetic. Whether you're gaming, editing 4K footage, or future-proofing like a mad genius, the Strix X670E doesn't just meet expectations, it steamrolls them. But maybe you're not looking for something this intense. What if you want premium power in a more refined, high-efficiency package? Stick around because number 3 might just surprise you. Number 3, Gigabyte Z690 AORUS Ultra. Performance isn't just about speed, it's about being ready for anything. Enter the Gigabyte Z690 AORUS Ultra, a motherboard that means business. This board is tailor-made for Intel's 12th and 13th gen CPUs, with full support for DDR5 memory and the cutting-edge PCIe Gen 5 standard. That alone makes it future-ready, but what really sets it apart? The build quality and power delivery. delivery. Gigabyte didn't hold back here. You're looking at a 19-phase power system, 16 of which are dedicated to the V-core paired with 105A MOSFETs. Translation, your CPU gets clean, stable power even under the most extreme overclocking. The cooling setup is top tier too. Dual massive heat sinks on the M.2 slots, thick-finned VRM heat sinks, and thermal pads that keep the board icy, even when your game isn't. Need ports? You've got 13 USB ports, including a 20 gigabits per second USB-C, plus HDMI, DisplayPort 2.5 gig LAN, and Wi-Fi 6. Storage options are solid too. 4 NVMe M.2 slots, 6 SATA ports, and blazing fast Gen 4 SSD support. And for the RGB fanatics, the AORUS logo glows tastefully with built-in lighting, and there are plenty of ARGB headers to light up your case like a rave. In short, this board is a monster. Whether you're gaming, streaming, or stacking render workloads, the Z690A AORUS Ultra delivers pro-level performance with next-gen support. But if you thought that was impressive, wait until you see number 2, because the next board, it's built like a tank and overclocks like a dream. Number 2, ASRock X670E Taichi Power Precision Perfection. Some motherboards are built to perform, others are built to dominate. The ASRock X670E Taichi, it's built for both. This board is a go-to for hardcore AMD enthusiasts who want to squeeze every last drop of performance out of their Ryzen 7000 series CPUs. The first thing you'll notice is the insane 24-phase power delivery system. That's industrial-grade power control, keeping your CPU stable whether you're pushing for record-breaking benchmarks or just gaming at max settings for hours. But ASRock didn't stop at brute strength. The X670E Taichi supports PCIe 5.0, DDR5 RAM, and Gen 5 SSDs, which means your GPU and storage will run on the absolute bleeding edge of current technology. It also comes with premium connectivity, USB 4.0, 2.5G LAN, Wi-Fi 6E, Thunderbolt 4, and enough high-speed ports to hook up your entire workstation. Oh, and it looks gorgeous. Gear-shaped heat sinks, dark metallic aesthetics, and a touch of tasteful RGB that screams elite builder. And when it comes to cooling, this thing is an icebox, oversized heat sinks, dedicated M.2 thermal guards, and all the fan headers you could ever need to build a silent powerhouse. Whether you're building a no-compromise gaming rig or a professional-grade content machine, the Taichi gives you the tools and the headroom to make it legendary. Still not convinced? What if I told you there's one board that delivers all of that and still undercuts the price of its flagship rivals? Number 1 is the definition of overkill without the overpricing. Number 1, Gigabyte Z790 AORUS Extreme. When compromise isn't an option, this is the board you choose. If you want the absolute best without throwing your wallet into a bonfire, the Gigabyte Z790 AORUS Extreme is the answer. This flagship Z790 motherboard goes toe-to-toe with 1,000 plus competitors, but somehow stays hundreds of dollars cheaper. And the best part? You lose almost nothing in the trade-off. Right out of the gate, you're getting PCIe 5.0 support for both GPU and SSD, DDR5 memory, and Intel 13th Gen compatibility with room to grow. This board is built for bleeding-edge performance and total future-proofing. But let's talk power. The Z790 AORUS Extreme delivers overkill grade VRMs, flawless heat dissipation, and a reinforced EATX form factor, meaning you're not just ready for overclocking, you're begging for it. And then there's connectivity, 10G Ethernet for absurdly fast wired speeds. Thunderbolt 4 ports for pro-level workflows, Wi-Fi 6E, multiple USB-C ports, and more high-speed USB, then you'll know what to do with premium audio, customizable RGB, and a BIOS that feels like you're piloting a spaceship aesthetically? It's clean, futuristic, and unmistakably high-end. Every inch screams built without limits. Just one heads up, it's EATX, so you'll need a slightly larger case. But with the money you save not buying a $1,000 plus board, you can afford that upgrade and still come out ahead. If you're building your dream PC and want the best of the best without the ridiculous markup, this is where your journey ends. So there you have it, 5 motherboards that offer raw power, smart future-proofing, and serious value for any kind of build. build. Whether you're after the budget-slaying balance of the MSI Tomahawk, the AMD Beast that is the X670E Taichi, or the ultra-elite performance of the Z790 AORUS Extreme, there's a board here that can turn your rig from average to unstoppable. Which one would you pick for your next build? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if this guide helped you out, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications, because more high-performance content is coming your way soon. Till next time, build smart, game hard.